Hey folks, how's it going? Got another Minifig Monday for you. I almost said review. They're pretty much like figure reviews at this point. Anyway, this is another one. No, it's not a redo, although technically I could have done. No, this was part of a double one that I did. I don't do them very much just because, I don't know, I don't see the need to. But anyway, this is the Lone Ranger once again. However, this is a better figure than the normal Lone Ranger that they did. They only did like two. Like, bruh. I guess because the movie like kind of bombed, and I love the Lone Ranger movie that Disney did. It's so cool. It's so like dope, like with the way it's like shot and like the action and like the costumes and the whole story. I will say it is a little long. That's probably like one of my complaints. Like it's not too big of a deal, but anyway, the Lone Ranger, he's back. He's better than ever. I honestly think this figure is the best version that they've done. I I'm kind of like bummed out because they didn't do a unmasked John Reed. I feel like that would have been great to have one set where he's like out of the like he would have taken the I don't know, out of mask, out of the hat would have been off. I don't know. Just my thoughts on that. But here's a 360 of the gunslinger. He's pretty much like the only real difference with this one is that he's got the silver mine dust from the silver mine attack scene, which I think is just one of the coolest action moments. Just one of the coolest scenes. It's part of this big plot to lure Butch Cavendish out and his gang to try to kill him, and it's just such a really cool scene. And Lego did a set based on it. They did the Silver Mine Shootout. I think that's the name of the set. I don't have it unfortunately, but um, this scene is really cool in the film because it involves a bunch of explosions, which I love, and it's just a really dope scene. And in that set, he came in this version. It's pretty much just the same Lone Ranger figure, except he's got a bunch of silver mine dust on him. So he's covered in gray, just dust, like just a bunch of dirty, printing, which is great. Here's the normal Lone Ranger. I think this one's lame. Like, look how lame this one is compared to this one. They did change his face. They gave him a new face, which is great. I appreciate that. And he's got the same guns. The guns are the same. We don't need to go over the guns too much. They're very realistic for Lego, especially for Lego standards. They're very real looking, which is it's kind of weird because they said a long time ago that they would never do realistic guns. Bruh, there's a gun right here, and it's real. Like, what? And Indiana Jones also kind of got away with this. Lego Indiana Jones, because they did a similar thing. Look, it's a gun. What? They said they wouldn't do guns, bruh. There's a gun in his hand. Like, it may be Indiana Jones, it's a movie license. It's still, what? Anyway, I just found that funny. Like, they said they wouldn't do it, and then they did, so okay. And Star Wars has a similar problem where they have these laser guns, but that's fine because it's Star Wars, but still. Anyway, I guess I'll just show a bunch of the hat wielding wearing guys. Indy. This is the original Indiana Jones, not the new one. I have the new one on the shelves, but yeah, the old Indy is pretty cool. He has the same problem as Lone Ranger, where he doesn't have the face. Like he doesn't have anything to cover up the back of his head. So yeah, that's a little unfortunate. We got Alan Grant from Jurassic Park 1. Great figure. Really awesome. Rex Dangervest. I just forgot that he has a hat, like the one I have. And then Captain Barbossa, which is freaking amazing. Just awesome figure, awesome character. And yeah, we already done Barbossa. We've done those other ones before. But anyway, yeah, the guns are not new. They're not. I mean, they're new for Lone Ranger. I think they only did the guns for this whole line. They only did Lone Ranger. I think they did like 5 sets or 6 sets. I think it's 5 sets. They did one with the showdown. They did the train. They did the silver mine. They did like the small camp set, and I think they did one more. I'm not sure. Train chase. It's like I don't know. They did like at least 4 or 5 sets. Anyway, yeah, the guns are awesome. Great pieces. I like that they're silver. gives us the Old West vibe. And what I really like about this figure is just the printing, like, quality. Like, there's just so much, like, dust on him, which is just really cool. Like, if you zoom in, you can see that the dust is actually just, like, dots. It's not even, like, it's just little dots put together to make it, like, up close, it's kind of weird like this. But zooming out, it looks like dust. Like, that's just brilliant. Like, whoever did that is really smart. Like, just the design wise of it, it's really cool. His details are pretty much the same as the normal Ranger. The normal one's got the shiny badge. He's got the shiny buttons, no dust. You can see this coat more, whereas this one's got a lot of just detail, just dust and dirt and crap all over him. And the badge is no longer shiny. You can't even see the buttons. It's like blended into the coat. And yeah, the printing on the top of the shirt's a little bit different, and the face is different. You can see the normal John Reed has this like normal hero face, whereas this one has this angry face, which I just love. It gives him this like badass expression. Like he's gonna fight the Cavendish gang, and it looks enough like Armie Hammer, the actor who played him. I feel like again, it's a bit of a missed opportunity because he doesn't have the whole bandana. It just cuts off. See, it's the problem with the normal Lone Ranger figure. He, like you look at him from the front, it's great, but then you look at him from the back, like, bruh, what happened to the rest of the printing? Um, it's just kind of awkward. Like it just would have been so nice to get the whole bandana across the whole head. Like, even if he didn't have a second face, it still would have been nice to get the whole bandana printed around his head. It's just kind of disappointing to me. Because in the movie, he has the whole bandana, and I don't know, if they're not going to do that, I wish they would have given him a hairpiece as well. If they would have redesigned Lone Ranger, like, now, like, if Lego would bring him back now, they would definitely make a new piece with a hat and hair in the back. That way he can have two faces, and then you can switch them, and it wouldn't be a problem. But I don't know. It's just a missed opportunity. I just feel like it's so disappointing. Like, I don't know. I'm glad that they made a new version of him, or another version, because this one's definitely the better one. I just like the added detail. The back is really cool too. He's got more, dust, and you know, maybe it would have been nice to have printing on the hat to have more dust, but it's fine. And I like the fact that he's angry in this version. I like there's also some sand on his bandana, which I just think is really dope. And I have done research. There is a Tonto with silver mine dust. I thought there wasn't. There actually is. And I think that figure is a little bit lame. I don't know. I feel like it's not as good as this one. Because he's got the black coat, so the dust stands out a lot. Whereas I feel like with Tonto, it doesn't really work that well. I don't know. It's just my thoughts on that. But yeah, I thought I'd do another one of him just because I love the character. I love the movie. It's one of Disney's underrated, I think, and overhated. And I would give it another shot. And yeah, the Lego sets were pretty awesome. I've seen some of them in person. They're really cool. If I could get some in the future, I definitely will. But yeah, that's about it for Silver Mine Lone Ranger. He's a little bit more expensive than the normal one. I think the normal one runs like $6, and the one I picked, this one ran about 10. So he's kind of harder to find. So that's probably, he came from an expensive set too, so that kind of, makes him a little bit more pricey. But yeah, I don't regret it. I think this is by far the best one. He's definitely going on the shelf. This other one, he'll go into the bin, I think. Not that he's bad, but I prefer this one. But let me know what you think. Do you like the movie? Do you like this character? Do you like the actor? Which Lone Ranger do you prefer? I know there's like 3 or 4 movies or whatever at this point. But that's it. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your support. Take care.